Hi guys. Okay. No. Hold on. All right. It's going to be a little echoey, but I want to see if you can hear me. All right. Oh, you can hear me. At least. It's going to be a little echoey. I can hear me, but I want to see if you can hear me. All right. Okay. All right. So we're just doing this. Now I got to turn this down because now it's getting echoey. Okay. So guys, hi, and I have no idea what I'm doing. So maybe I'm just going to say sorry in advance that this might just be a complete disaster. I also know that there's a very little chance that anyone's actually going to join on my tiny channel, but I wanted to just do this, and I figured you got to do it. You got to start somewhere. So what I'm going to do today is probably a pretty short live because, again, I don't even know if anyone's going to join. And I have never done this, and I haven't the first idea about doing this. I have the camera set up over there. I have my live here so that I can see if anyone comes in to chat. But now I'm thinking I have to set it up to be looking at the right. Make sure I'm set up to live messages. Filter the chat, all messages. Okay. Well, I'm on all messages and there still aren't any, but that's okay. Oh my God, this is so weird. So what do I plan to do here with you right now? Well, a couple of things. I had posted that picture of that painting. Let me go get it. Hold on. Where is it? This painting just came, oh my God, this one has to catch up so that I know what you're looking at. It's not catching up. Anyway, this painting is a painting that I did, and you saw the video of the 20 by 20 version. This is the 12 by 12 version. I did a 20 by 20 version. I did a 12 by 12 version, and I made a trivet, all with the same color and the same everything. Same colors, same composition and the whole thing. And I thought about making some coasters the same way. I am not sure if I'm still going to even make coasters with this, because honestly, the reason is because the trivet is done and ready and at the Market Street Creatives for sale. And if I were to make a matching set of coasters, it would take literally 4 weeks before I could actually put them up for sale. And that trivet might disappear in the meantime. So I still do have the base, that half black, I think it's half black, half pearl violet. So I have a tiny bit of it left. So something will get done with it, I promise. What I thought about doing right now, though, is, let me just look and see. Okay, sorry, I just don't want to ignore that should anybody ever show up. I know they're not going to, and I'm not even going to feel bad about it if they don't, because honestly, I have a tiny channel, but again, gotta start somewhere. What I plan to do is I purchased these little, it's hard to see, but these are like, I don't know, they're bottle openers, basically. So the inside underneath is like a little, will open your beer bottle. And so I'm going to paint on them. So this one I taped just the bottom. So I was going to let the paint roll over. And I don't know why I even challenge myself with these things. Let me get some tape. Because coasters are hard enough for me, I feel like sometimes, because they're so small. But if you do the bloom recipe, the Shelley bloom recipe, I find that you could do smaller things with success, because it's thicker and it's more controllable. Whereas when I do stuff with, like really, really thin, like Dutch pour style paints, it's just harder. It's just a lot harder. So, because it's less space, and you hit one good blow of air on those really thin paints, and then they're off the coaster. They're completely off the coaster. So that is what I was not thinking of doing. That's why my paintings have been getting bigger, because I feel like I can really achieve a composition when I give myself more room to work. So a bigger canvas and such. But with the Shelley Bloom technique, you really can get a little bit of control of your paints and such. So I have two. I'm just going to maybe do two of these just as testers. So this one, I did not tape the sides. I only taped the bottom, and I'm going to let the paint roll over. And then I thought, you know what? Let me tape one of these all around the side, which would mean the sides would look just like raw wood. And then it would mean I would really only need to resin the very top portion of this little, it's just a little wood disc that the bottle opener is set down in. So that, I just wanted to do two different methods of how this would be, and see which one I like better. Or maybe I'm going to like them both, and I'm going to do some one way and some the other way. And what I have here is some Shelley Bloom mixed items that I had left over. They've been there for a little while, so we might end up finding out that they're not really ready for prime time. But I'm going to open them up, give them a little stir, and then they might just need a little zhuzhing, which I will do. And we'll get started. And I'll go find myself a spinner. I have a little, my favorite spinner to use to do like coasters and things that are small is my Canella Sirocco spinner. And it's right over there, so I'm going to go grab it here in a minute as soon as I finish taping this off. And then we'll give this a try and see what works best. So obviously I'm going to get to a point here where I'm probably going to move the camera down to see what I'm doing. I'll probably just tilt it a little and get a little closer. But for now, while we're getting set up, and maybe someone will jump in, I just want to be able to say hi. Okay, spinner. So I have my Canella spinner, and it has a whole bunch of whatever that stuff is, that sticky cling wrap. I can't remember what it's called, but the wrap, the plastic wrap that sticks to the surface that you put it on. So it looks like a mess, but it's actually got all this wrap on it. So every once in a while I pull it all off and I reapply it. But right now it's good to go. So we've got, I think I have some color to goes, and I also have just some white, that's pouring medium. This is, let's see. This is eggshell Glidden Essentials Eggshell. I think that's what's in this one. And then the colors I have that are left over from some other stuff I was doing. This is TLP Chiffon. And again, I really don't know how much. Oh, this is actually pretty good. Oh, that's totally fine. Okay, TLP Chiffon. And this one might be Cell Activator. Yeah, this one is gold Cell Activator, which I think would be super cool on here. This looks like it could use just a tad of Australian Floetrol added to it. And this is also Cell Activator in silver, but there's hardly any in there. But it would be kind of cool to do silver and gold Cell Activator. This definitely is going to need more thinning. Yeah, both of those are going to need just like a touch of Australian Floetrol. This is Payne's Gray, just paint. It's golden fluid acrylics in the pouring medium. Now the pouring medium that I use is 2 parts Valspar and 1 part Behr. And I mix the pigments with GAC 800 or whatever GAC I have around. At the moment, I happen to have a really big jug of GAC 800. And then I add the pouring medium. The golden fluid acrylics I just put right into the pouring medium. This one is Pearl. Oh, this is also a paint. This is also a golden fluids. It's like iridescent pearl fine. And that looks good too. The paints all look good. And the chiffon looked good too. This one I think is Benevolence. Yep. TLP Benevolence. Also looking really good. Okay. And this one is Lagoon. TLP Lagoon. Good. This looks good. Okay. So it looks like the only thing I need to do is put a tiny bit of Australian Floetrol in my cell activators. I don't think you have to shake Australian Floetrol, but just for good measure. Gave it a little shake. So the gold has more volume here, so we'll put add a little bit. Tiny bit more. Now this gold cell activator is light gold. It says light gold, which I think is it's Amsterdam. It would be Amsterdam. I don't tend to use anything other than Amsterdam for my cell activators just because I haven't experimented with other cell activators, paints for cell activators, so I just haven't done it yet. The silver, there's not as much here, so I'm going to have to just put a little bit more of this and hope for the best, just to get it moving. I wish I could I don't even know. This just says silver. It's probably also Amsterdam. I have Amsterdam silver, so that's probably what it is. That's pretty good. That's thin but good. Okay, so whoops, we got chat. It looks like there's 2 chats. if someone else is here, just say something, or, you know, like put something in the chat, because I'm so bad at this. I do not know how this works. I see a 1 and a 2. I don't know. I know I'm one of them because I have it in here. Okay. So I'm going to move the camera so that you could see the painting here in a second. In fact, let me do this so I can see where I move the camera to. Okay, got to wait for this, for my live to catch up. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so now you can see the painting. And we're going to make these little doodads. So like I said, these are little, I'll show you one without, that's not been taped. These are little, here, hold on. This here so I can see what we're doing. These are little bottle openers. They have, they're just wood with a little bottle opener set down in it. So that's what we're painting. So I have a little bit of what I think here is either, this is probably like a Glidden eggshell. Okay, and then what do I want to use? I've got pearl, I've got benevolence, Payne's gray, I got lagoon. Yeah, we'll just use them all. Let's put a little bit of Payne's gray down. And then let's put a little lagoon down. I can't get the live to like catch up, like the one I'm watching over here on the right. But like I said, I've never done this, so expect disaster. Just saying. This is pearl. Like I said, iridescent pearl fine. It's a golden fluid acrylic. And this is benevolence. And then I have silver and gold cell activator. Oh wait, and chiffon. I have chiffon too. Let's throw another, throw another little pigment on top of that. Okay. Then I think a little silver cell activator. And a little gold cell activator. And I definitely should have, and I should definitely have gloves on, but I don't. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so this one is the one that I taped the sides of. So I'll just have, the painting will just be at the top of the device, the little bottle opening device. And I'll just resin right across the top only. And then, like I said, the next one will go down the edge. We'll go down the edges. So let's give this guy a spin. I got great cells over here, but not a whole lot happening over here. Let's give it another good spin. It might be time to change the sticky wrap that I have on my spinner here because it's sticking to the table. It's like hitting the table. So I have all this nice gold cell activator that I wish had spread over and gave me cells, but now it's just sitting there at the edge. Let's see. Get this over the edge. All right, well, that's one. Let's see how we like that. You know what I didn't do? I didn't set myself a place to put this. I'll just put it over here on my big drying rack. It's kind of like a tiny little thing, but so there it is. I gotta wait for the live to catch up so that I can see whether or not I have you in the camera or not. Because the live, my version of the live I'm watching is behind, and I keep trying to get it to go forward, and it's catch up, and it's not. So now I'm like, I know you're out of camera. Maybe you're back in camera. So anyway, there's our little bottle opener top. I'm going to go put it over on the drying rack, and then we'll be back to do the second one. Okay. So the second one, I did not tape the sides of. I didn't tape the sides of the second one because I'm going to let it roll over. So I'm trying to see if you're in frame, out of frame. I'm waiting for it to catch up. Oh, that's better. Okay. So we're going to put a little, maybe a little more pillow paint this time because I do want it to go over the sides. And I'm wondering, should I layer things differently? I'm going to put the pearl at the bottom, I think. Let's put the pearl at the bottom. Maybe make a, come on you were running really good before, and now you're not really. There we go. I might make my little puddles like thinner but wider. Okay, so we got pearl. That was paint. So let me do some benevolence pigment. So a little thinner but a little wider with my puddles. And then paint then some chiffon. And lagoon. And paint spray. And we'll do a little more cell activator this time. Some silver and some gold. My doggy's barking. Somebody's either home or jogging by. Okay, So there we go with the cell activators. Now let's give it another spread out again this time. And we'll give it a spin. This time I do want it to go over the edge, so I definitely want to encourage the paint over. So I'm just going to sort of wet the sides a bit to encourage my paint to really go over this time, because the sides are not taped. And we're going to, I think I'm going to give a little more puff in the center there because it's not breaking up. The silver cell activator is like doing a great job, and I have a feeling it's all just going to get spun off, but let's just give it a spin. Oh yeah, the gold cell activator is sort of being a little bit of a pain in the butt. It's just sort of sitting on top. It's not doing its thing. Oh my God, it's so gorgeous underneath this gold cell activator that's just sort of sitting there. Yeah, we got to do that again. Now I got to remember what I did, which I don't. Just by the way, I do not remember. I think I started with the pearl, and then I think I ended with the Payne's Gray. So, and I'm not even going to use the gold cell activator. I'm just going to use the silver cell activator. So let me get a little palette knife so we can just do a little scrapey. And this one is probably good enough. We'll just scrape it all off because it's really not. It's not that much paint, so I'll just take it all off rather than trying to. Okay, let's try that again, because that looked really cool, except for the gold cell activator that was basically just creating a big haze on the top. So we don't want that again. We don't want that again. All right. So let's go again. Okay. So I started with the pearl. Right. Started with the pearl. And then I went to the benevolence. And then I think the chiffon, I'm guessing, maybe not, but. And then I went from the chiffon to the lagoon, I'm guessing. To the Payne's Gray. And then the silver cell activator was gorgeous, and the gold cell activator was just being a big old cloudy mess. So we're just going to stick with the silver. All right. Okay, give it another spin. You know what else I do not know how to do is like how to make this live into an actual video. Like, I don't know how to go put the title in. I don't know how to go put any description in, but you know what? I'll figure it out. Well, this one, the cell activator is working good, but I'm just sort of bummed that I have no lagoon showing up. It's all very white and silver and not a lot of blue. I don't think spinning it's going to do anything more. Well, let's try something. I don't even know. We're just, you know what? We're winging it. I don't even need any more pearl. Let's start with, let's just do, let's see, let's do, this is actually feeling a little bit not, this feels like this Payne's Gray is thickening up. Let's just thin that out just a tiny bit. I think I just have a little left over from the sides getting in there. All right, we're gonna give this one more try and then we'll be done. Okay, so Payne's Gray, Lakeside, chiffon. I'm just gonna do a little chiffon. Just a little bit of chiffon. A little bit of benevolence. And we're just going to go right to the cell activator, I think, from there. All right. See, I think that might be part of it. I might just be blowing all of the blue off as opposed to just blowing the cell activator. I haven't bloomed in a while. For the last like month or two, I've been doing just Dutch pours almost exclusively. So I definitely haven't bloomed in a while. So basically all I'm getting here is pillow paint and silver cell activator. Oi. Oi. All right, we can give it one more. We're going to go one more time. And then I'm going to probably admit defeat and not having had bloomed in a very long time. Okay, Benevolence Lakeside, chiffon, Payne's Gray. Okay, I'm going to try to blow over instead of down this time. Light puffs and a light spin. Nope. It's acting funny. It's just acting really funny. There's all paint under there, but it doesn't want to pop up. All right, well, it's actually kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Let me just see. Let me just let this catch up. And then we'll take a look at it. I'll let you see it a little closer. I'm waiting for the live to catch up so I can see what you're seeing. Okay. Yeah. So I know that a lot of it is kind of stuck in the, like you're seeing all of this, which is very cool, but this is with a tiny little piece here. So, but that's what our little piece looks like. And we're going to leave it to dry. And like I said, it's, this is live, so I can't even put in dry results, but I'll post it up in the community tab, the dry results once they come through. But it's not terrible. It's kind of cool. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Like, we had to do this. I had to do this at some point. I had to do a live, have no one show up, have a fun time, have it be a little bit of a disaster, and that's it. And we'll do this again someday when I have a little more preparation and a little more folks showing up. But thanks anyway. Hope if you're watching this on the replay, thank you. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you for that. Okay, have a great weekend, guys. Have a happy Labor Day, and yeah, see you soon. So how does one stop going live? Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yeah.